Thank God it's Monday. Shout out to all of y'all who woke up on this beautiful day. Shout out to everybody who's doing their thing, man. You know, going against the odds. You know, not making no excuses. Doing what they gotta do. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. Ain't been on here in a couple days. Just been working, grinding, working these 70, 80-hour work weeks, and just getting to it, man. So, shoot, a lot's been going on, B. A lot's been going on. Super Bowl's next week, next Sunday. The Grammys was yesterday. I don't know if y'all watched the Grammys or not, but I definitely tuned into it, and it was good. I think it was good. I think it was very diverse, especially what's going on in the country right now with the DEI, Trump situation. Um, like, a lot's going on. Planes crashing. Like, wow, it's a lot going on. Fires in Los Angeles. It's a lot going on. So I think the Grammys was kind of like a positive pickup that we needed, to continue to move forward, in the world. The tribute that they did for Quincy Jones was awesome. Shout out to Janelle Monáe. She represented with the Michael Jackson portion that she did. Um, I saw Will Smith, man. Will Smith looked very emotional, man. He looked very emotional when he was doing the introduction to the tribute. Shout out to Herbie Hancock. Um, but Will Smith, I don't know if y'all know that Will Smith, Quincy Jones, he was one of the executive producers for what's the name of that show? Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So he played a major role in Will Smith's career, guiding him, um, playing a mentor role in Will Smith's life, and I know that hit him hard. It hit him hard. Quincy Jones, he was a mentor to a lot of people, to a lot of celebrities, a lot of producers behind the scenes, just people in general. Quincy Jones was that guy, and he left his empire to his kids. You understand what I'm saying? And that's so important. Um, that man has done a lot for the music industry, for the television industry, for just philanthropist. Like he was that guy, man. He was that guy, and I think the tribute they did for him last night was awesome. Was awesome, and the diversity that we saw last night at the Grammys was something that we needed. Like I said a little earlier, Beyonce, she won Album of the Year. She also won Country Album of the Year, and that was, you know, um, she was the first female black artist to ever win Country Album of the Year. And I think that was very, Black History Month is this month, February. Hi, say the grandpa, his name is. Okay, hi to your grandfather, Joven. Hi to Kuka Baluto. All right. Shout out to Kuka Baluto. Keep supporting the brand. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. Shout out to you, Cloud. No doubt. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell. Make sure y'all hit the like button and pass the page on to all your friends and family, right? So the it was a beautiful night last night. So Beyonce, she won, like I said, she won Country Album of the Year award for Cowboy Carter. Um, she also won Album of the Year, right? I'm not a country. I don't listen to country music. Until of course I heard Beyonce's album, which is a country album. I honestly didn't. I'm not gonna say I didn't think she was gonna win. Moreover, when I saw the other people, the other nominations, I was like, yo, this girl might win. This girl might win. And lo and behold, she won. Because even though we may not have heard of certain country acts, they still may win. They still may win. You understand what I'm saying? Um, I was, I'm not gonna say I was surprised, you know, but I was like, yo, her album was really moving this year, and they did a lot of advertisement. The campaign that they rolled out for her for Cowboy Carter was big. The Super Bowl, not the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. The I forget what team they. I think it was the Baltimore Ravens, and I want to say I forget. It was a Texas team that they played on Christmas Day, but she did the halftime show for that. She did an awesome job. Um, so that was a big promotion that she needed for her album, for the Coach Carter, for the Cowboy Carter album. Um, but yo, she did her thing. She did her thing. I'm really proud of her. Um, and then she got album of the year. That was major. Um, yeah, Jay Z was there. Blue Ivy was there. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, Beyonce. She's on point, man. She's on point. Now she's about to go on tour. So I know people, they're gonna be buying tickets left and right for that tour. Um, so we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up. Maybe they'll do a documentary or something like that. Um, yeah, yeah. So Dioshi, she won Rap Album of the Year. I'm gonna, and the thing about the Grammys is that whoever wins, or whoever sometimes even performs, it's a that platform is so big that people will download your music. They will stream your music to see who you are, to uh, to be introduced to your brand, to your music, to what you represent. So when I get in the car, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna start streaming some of Dioshi's music. During the holiday, some one of the younger brothers, he said Dioshi is the next thing up. She's the next big thing. So I was like, wow. I was like, I heard of this girl. I heard of her, and she won. She won rap artist of the year, I believe it is. Or I think it's the rap album of the year. So it's something. I'm looking forward to peeping her music. The performance she did was awesome. Um, so I'm looking forward to you know being introduced to her world. So sorry for the joke. Okay, shout out to Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. Yeah. So what else did we see in the Grammys last night? Kendrick Lamar. He got Song of the Year and he got Record of the Year for Not Like Us. Big hit. Big hit. I hope somebody checks in on Drake because when he got on that stage, everybody knew the line A minor. Everybody said it in unison, and I think that was the biggest moment of the Grammys when Kendrick Lamar got on stage and he was getting that award, and he got up on stage and he said, and everybody was like A minor, like that. That was the biggest moment for me. Um, and the Grammys last night. Beside Beyonce getting, album of the year and all of that. Um, Shout out to Lehman College. I'm here right now, Lehman College, um, shooting right now. This is my senior year. Have two more classes left. I'll be graduating, God's willing, in May. Today I had an advertising course, and it was it's very inspiring, and I'm learning a lot about advertising and about how to roll out campaigns. I think that's very important when you are representing a brand and when you are just in the world of media and marketing. So, but yeah, you know, the Grammys was very, very diverse last night. Um, very, very diverse. It was good seeing a lot of the people that I support in the music industry and in the film industry in the audience. Um, you know, Dr. Dre, Swiss Beats. Shout out to Alicia Keys. They did a tribute to Alicia for Alicia Keys. I think that she's very big in the music industry, and she's also becoming even bigger now that she's a part of the Broadway industry. I haven't got a chance to see um, her the Broadway show that she produces down on Broadway, but I very much look forward to going down to check it out before it ends. Um, but yeah, man, I think that it was a good it was a good Grammy award show last night. You know, yeah. What else? What else stood out? Well, I'm trying to think what else stood out in the Grammy. Okay, so Kanye, he showed up with his wife, and I believe that's his wife, and they got to the red carpet, but they weren't allowed in the actual stadium. For I guess they wasn't invited. I don't know what it was, but he didn't get a chance to go in. But he had an after party, and it looks like the after party was slamming. Like everybody was there. Um, Jim Jones was there with him. Lately, Kanye's been rocking the Dipset chain, so you know, Kanye's always been, a Harlem, a honorary Harlem resident to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye, shout out to Kanye, Yeezy, Ye, whatever whatever he's going by, but he's always been honorable Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Cause he's just that guy, and he showed love to a lot of Harlem artists. Not a lot of Harlem artists, but some of the Harlem elite artists like Mace, Cam, Jim Jones, of course. Um, Shout out to Ye, man. Shout out to Ye, man. He's a billionaire again. The business move that he took to become a billionaire again was very iconic. He separated himself from Adidas. He separated himself from other corporate giants and endorsements, things of that nature, and he still came up on top. And that just all goes to show you, like when you believe in yourself, when you don't uh, uh, you don't compromise your integrity. You don't compromise what you represent, who you are. Like you can still be successful. You will be successful, and everybody goes through their issues. Everybody got they separate situation, personal things going on in their life. Whether it's in the media or outside the media, family, business. Like this man done been through it all, and for him to still come out on top and be worth $2.7 billion, that's a lot. That means a lot. What I'm saying, in this industry. And like his song is saying, like, you can't tell him nothing. Like the Yeezys under Adidas brand was the biggest thing smoking. Now look at Adidas. They're nowhere near worth as much as they was worth when they was with Kanye. And it's just a proven fact. It's just a proven fact. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to Kanye, man. This dude he got an album dropping called Bully. You know, um, I'm looking forward to hearing that because it looks like he's linking up with some very he's getting back to the old Kanye. I'm really feeling like he's getting back to the old Kanye. He got Jim Jones around him. He got some other, you know, grounded artists or what have you from the culture around him. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? I hope Jimmy Jones is on the album. I'm looking forward to seeing Game on the album. Um, what's this dude's name? He was at the awards last night. I forget his name, but I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of other artists. You understand what I'm saying, on Kanye's project. You know, um, what else, man? What else stood out last night? Shout out to everybody that's on the live right now, man. Happy Monday, real talk. But yeah, man. So Jim Jones. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jimmy. You know what I mean? Jomo. You know what I mean? He has a new video supposed to be dropping today or tomorrow. It's the Harlem remix featuring what's his name? Jules Santana, Dave East, and Vado. Yeah, yes. So I'm looking forward to watching that and seeing what he's seeing what else he's gonna bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Him and Cameron have been going through their differences the past few weeks or whatever the case is, and I'm glad that it stopped where it stopped. It didn't need to go any further than that. You know, those are very good dudes. Jim even gave him a shout out on the song. He said, Cam, what I'm saying, his dude Cam, you know, uh, was rocking the pink. That was Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I'm looking forward to seeing what some people not digging it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess they're not really big fans of Dave East and Votto or whatever. But you know, me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like I like Votto. I like when Votto and Dave East are on a track together. It's something about the energy that they bring when they are on a song together. Like, and that's real talk. They did a few songs together that I was really digging. So, and that's crazy because that's how some people might feel about like when the locks, like when Jada Kiss and Styles P, like when it's just them two on a song or whatever the case is, the way they bounce off each other, no diddy, you know what I'm saying, go back and forth. I think that's like very iconic. You know, Cam and Mace, everybody wants to hear a project from them. Everybody wants to hear a project for them. So I don't know if we're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? But I think they should do a I think they should do a like a tiny desk or something like that. I think they should. Let me move around because it's like a sensory thing going on in here. All right, so every now and then I gotta get up. I'm on campus right now at my school, so certain things you gotta do in order to keep the lights on, right? Yeah. Just sending out the live to a couple people, man. Shout out to y'all that's watching, man. I just got out of class, so I think every Monday when I get out of class, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be doing these lives. I'm gonna just rock out while I'm on campus, you know, and we just get to it. I'm gonna be doing a radio show on campus also, so I'm gonna keep y'all in tune to how that's gonna roll out. Yeah, yeah. I like this, B. I like this. I like this. So Kanye just dropped. Kanye, oh, now I gotta send this. I gotta send this to a couple people before we even talk about this. Before we even dump into this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is real talk right here, B. This is real talk right here, B. So, like I said, shout out to Kanye. Yay. So, this is what Kanye just posted just now on Instagram. This is what he just posted, right? So, he said, this the goofball that started the rumor that me and my wife got kicked out the Grammys. 3 decades of innovating music, and they always coons like this. Like, that's crazy, bro. He reported back and said you didn't later. That's crazy. Now, see, what's his name? Don Lemon. Like, bro, like I'm not gonna say I lose respect for dude, but I don't respect how dude be moving sometimes. And I mean by last night. Like, yeah, I get it, you a media rep and all that other kind of stuff, you media figure. But bro, like you went so hard against Trump, man. You go so hard against Trump, you know, and Ye, you know what I mean, is low key a Trump supporter. You understand what I'm saying? He might have his differences, you know what I'm saying, with Trump at the moment, given time or whatever. But like you up here putting false news, bro. Saying homie got kicked out, saying Ye got kicked out the Grammys. I want to see how this rolls out. I want to see how this rolls out. I want to see how this rolls out. Now, Kanye posted this guy on Instagram. It's crazy. And they're going to go in on him. They're going to go in on him. But forget that. That's him and Don's drama. Happy Black History Month. This is Black History Month. This is February 2025. Um, this Black History Month, I'm looking forward on my platform to talk about a lot of the black people who created opportunities for our culture, um, whether they invented something, created something, did something before, doing something now. I'm looking forward to talking about that. You understand what I'm saying? And dedicating, this month to Black History. You know, so just know that. Just know that. You feel me? But yeah, man. So like I said, so Jim Jones, he got a video dropping. It's supposed to be dropping today, tomorrow. I don't know when the remix is gonna drop, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Shout out to my man Cheo from Bakery, Harlem, New York. They're located, I think, on 133rd Street in Amsterdam. Make sure y'all go check out that clothing store. He got top of the line material for the hoodies, the hats, like t-shirts, all of that, socks, all of that. You know, make sure you go check them out. Um, some of the remix for Harlem was shot in that clothing store, so that was a beautiful thing in itself. It's good that Jim, he went to different landmarks in Harlem. They shot some of the video in front of Bloodshed's mural. That's on the lower east, not on the lower east side, I'm sorry. It's on the east side of Harlem, Spanish Harlem. So, but yeah, shout out to my man Cheo. I shot an interview in his clothing store before, a couple years ago. I'm looking forward to, going back over there, doing another shoot. Um, so yeah, man, it was a beautiful, that video, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to seeing it, the remix. You know, it's really big for Harlem. It's really big for Jim. I like how Jim is moving right now. No Diddy, you know, rolling with Ye, rolling with some other individuals or what have you. Shout out to Mason Cam. They got It Is What It Is. The podcast is moving. It's moving. It's grooving. Shout out to them dudes. What else? What else? There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on, man. Listen, shout out to the families that lost a loved one in any of those plane crashes that happened in the past couple of days. Like, that's really a sad thing that's happening. Um, for Trump to blame it on DEI is just crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know how dude could even like talk like that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand that. But are we surprised? No. No. You know? So, threatens to walk out on that, and you don't have to have enough money to ask me that. Yeah. So, somebody just sent me an interview that Jim Jones did.
You're better than,
Let me
you know
see.
what I'm saying, maybe you haven't talked about before, man. So, I mean, I think everybody knows you're from Harlem, man. So, what was it like for you growing up in Harlem?
Harlem was cool. Harlem was like a playground. We spent more time outside than we did inside.
True.
Okay.
True.
Growing up, man, was it, what was your family?
We was always outside in Harlem.
I had a good family. My mom's had me at a young age, so I had a lot of family that took care of me. I was able to have a lot of love.
Shout out to Mama Jones.
My Aunt Viola, who raised me on the east side of Harlem since like the age of 6. And then I spent my later years on the west side of Harlem by the age of 13. In between there, I was going to school back and forth from the Bronx.
Okay. Now, what type of student were you growing up?
I was extremely smart, also extremely bad.
What's good, B? What's good? What's good? So as we recapping, somebody just sent me some of this Jim Jones interview that he did on Cam. Was it Cam? What's the name of this? Cam Capone News. So we're dissecting some of the interview. We're watching it and dissecting it. So I'm gonna be switching it up, right? So one thing people don't know about Jim Jones, Cam, Mace, these dudes was very smart. I think people don't understand how bright them dudes is. Like, and Future, you can correct me if I'm wrong. In order to get into Rice, you had to have that, you had to pay to go there. But I feel like you had to have a certain GPA to get into Rice. Like, you couldn't be no dumb Negro and get up in Rice High School and play ball. You understand what I'm saying? So it was some bright. Jim Jones was a smart dude. Like, I think people get it misconstrued that he was, a thugs out there doing gangster rap or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? So I think they look past that. Dude was a smart dude, man. Cam, smart. These dudes was bright, some bright dudes, and Mace. Let's get back into the interview.
Getting sneakers and stuff like that. So as much as I was bad, I knew I had to get good grades so I can stay fresh back in the days. That's some
See,
old school
good
shit.
grades. You gotta have good grades.
New sneakers and clothes and shit like that.
Okay. Now, I've seen you talk about before, man. You had friends who were real big in the crack era, man. Like, what was that like in Harlem during that time? Like, how bad was it?
The crack era.
Peace.
For me, the crack era started in the Bronx. As much as I can remember, from maybe the age of 5, 6, 82, 81, 83, shit like that. And then every year after that, it seemed that it getting worse and worse and worse and worse, till there was no way around it. And traveling back and forth to Harlem, it was the same thing, just in a different landscape. I mean, it's a bunch of buildings all through New York, but Bronx, Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens.
Exactly. So we're gonna pause the video. Yes, you had to have good. Your grades had to be on point. In order to get into these schools, your grades had to be on point. Shout out to Rice. Shout out to Cardinal Hayes. Shout out to St. Raymond's, All Hallows, LaSalle. Like, these are all of the schools that some of the greats went to. I'm not sure what school Stephon Marbury went to. He went to one of those good Catholic schools. Shamgard. Shamgard, I think his last name is Wells. Shamgard Wells. Shamgard went to one of those schools. Like, these, there needs to be some type of documentary done on all of the greats that went to those schools, and not just the ones that went to the NBA, but some that didn't even make it to the NBA. And some of them became coaches, some became city workers, some became trainers, or whatever the case is. And I like the brotherhood that they have. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to be in the NBA. You don't have to be in the NBA to still be in the brotherhood of being alumni of one of those schools. And it's that energy is priceless. And if there can be some type of documentary done on that, I know people are still wearing jerseys from LaSalle and things of that nature. Like, that's really iconic. But let's get back into the interview.
Everywhere you went, there was crack all over. Crack.
Damn. How did it affect you growing up, personally?
I got this word called trauma that I wasn't saying back in the day. So I guess it's
All right, so we're going to talk about the crack era. Let's talk about the crack era back in 1988. Let's get into that. We moved, like, I was born in 79, and I was born in the Bronx. Then we moved right to Queens. I live in Rosedale. We lived, had a nice house out there and all of that. We moved to Harlem in, like, I was born in 79. We lived in Queens from, like, 79 to, like, maybe, like, 86 or something like that. And then we moved. CHSA had the best ballers in the country. What is CHSAA? Is that a school? Or is that like one of those AAU programs? So we moved to Harlem in like 88, 87. Yo, that was crazy in Harlem back then, yo. And we lived on 154th and 8th Ave, right there off of 155th, where the rooftop was, where Rucker Park was. Oh, Catholic high schools. Okay. So Catholic high schools in New York City had the best ballers in the world. And we can say that. If you don't know, then you got to do your research. For real. For real. Like it gets crazy. It gets crazy. And we're gonna do a little bit of research on how crazy it is when it comes to okay, so what let's say uh NBA ballers that started in New York City Catholic high schools. Allow. Wow. Yo, this is crazy, bro. It's crazy that we having this conversation. And you say Kareem, that is the second name that I see right now. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar went to Power Memorial, B. Wow. Wow. So look, this is crazy. So y'all don't know I'm not capping. This ain't no cap. This ain't no cap. I'm about to show y'all right now from my iPad. Look at this, B. This is what we looking at right now, B. So this is real information. All right? So we're gonna put it back on here and we're gonna get into this conversation. So we got Zaid Abdul Aziz. I feel like he changed his name. Zaid Abdul Aziz, formerly known as Donald A. Smith. Okay. He played, I thought that was somebody else, but he played at John Jay. So there must have been a high school named John Jay. All right, so Kareem Reed. Wow. So, wow. Let me take a picture of these names my boy putting on here right now because we gonna, yeah, this is that conversation right here. Wow. Kenny Anderson, he went to Archbishop. Rayfro Austin, I believe that's is that Skip to Malou? I think that's Skip to Malou. He went to his high school city was Bayside. Benjamin Cardozo. Oh, we gotta move around so we can get this light back on. All right, it's back on. Had to turn the lights. All right, so Stacy Arsenax, Taft, Lamar Odom, Felipe Lopez, Shamgar, Kareem Reed, Jamal Rashburn. So Tiny Archibald, he went to Dewitt Clinton. Walter Berry, he went to Benjamin Franklin. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. I wonder what school Jamal Mashburn went. Speedy Claxton, he went to Christ the King. Crazy. I remember when, and then Speedy Claxton, he went to Hofstra. I seen him in person at Hofstra doing this thing out there, no Diddy. Omar Cook, Christ the King. Billy Cunningham, that sounds familiar. Aramis Hall. Mash went to Cardinal Hayes. Okay, cool. Kenny Anderson, he went to which school did Kenny Anderson? I just saw his name. Rolando Blackman. Wow, he went to Grady. I remember Rolando Blackman. Kenny Anderson went to Archbishop Malloy. Wow. Larry Brown, he went to Long Beach. Yeah, Mashburn is from Colonial Projects. Shout out to Mashburn. Who else? Bob Cousy, he went to Andrew Jackson. Mike Dunleavy. Wow, yo, Nazareth Regional. Yo, it's so many different basketball players, bro. And not just, they became coaches. Julius Erving went to Roosevelt. Like, Who knows this stuff? Who knows this stuff, B? So much history in basketball. You understand what I'm saying? Ernie Grunfeld, Forest Hills. Wow. This is crazy. Mark Jackson. He went to Bishop. He went to Memorial. Shout out to Mark Jackson. Wow. Vinnie Johnson, Roosevelt. Bernard King. What y'all think, Mark? Bernard, you just said Bernard King. Bernard King. He went to Fort Hamilton. Yeah, I just said Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson. He went to Memorial, Bishop Laughlin Memorial. Christian Laettner. What y'all think? We're discussing high school basketball. All of the greats that went to that played basketball in the New York high school system. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to say system because it sounds like sound like jail or whatever. But yeah, so we're talking about all the basketball players. Yeah, okay, so you get it. So we stopped at Christian Laettner. Christian Laettner played at Nichols School. I did not know that Christian Laettner played basketball in New York. I did not. He played in Buffalo, but we still considering that New York, right? Stephon Marbury. Where y'all think Marbury went to? What high school y'all think Marbury went? Lincoln. Yes, he went to Lincoln. Anthony Mason. Wow, rest in peace, Anthony Mason. B, salute, B. What y'all think Anthony Mason, Springfield Gardens. That's why I used to live in Queens. I used to live in Springfield Gardens. Shout out to Springfield Gardens, B. I ain't know he went to that school, yo. Shout out to Anthony Mason, B. Real talk, yo. Jamal Mashburn, Cardinal Hayes. Wow. So if y'all want to go to, all right, so this is the website I'm at. It's called basketball-reference.com. And it has all of the different, it has how much, all right, so Bernard King, I want to see how many points this nigga scored. Wow. Guard MP field goals, 7,800 points. 7,800, wow, he had 7,800 points in high school. No, I'm lying. Bernard King had 36, no, I'm capping. Bernard King, how many points y'all think Bernard King, send it in the chat? All right, cool. How many points y'all think Bernard King had in high school, yo? I'm hitting y'all with trivia, B. How many points y'all, I'm gonna start sending some gifts, sending y'all some cash app. Hell yeah, I'm from Harlem. Oh, Rod Strickland from Harlem, yeah. I'm not sure where Rod Strickland is from, but I know Rod Strickland, he used to work out at Rucker. He used to run up the 100 steps in Rucker back in the days. Let me send the link. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. Say less. How many points y'all think Bernard King scored in high school, yo? And it's above 15,000. Oh, he's strict from the Bronx? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna put the joint in the link. Basketball reference. Here we go. So, bam. Copy. I'm gonna go in the chat right now and put it in there. Yo, my man Bernard King scored 19,655 points in high school. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. I'm gonna pin it. in the joint right now. Hold up, let me pin it. Pause. Damn, it's not letting me pin the app. I'm trying to pin the app, but all All right, so you see the app. It's all good. I mean the link. So yo, that's crazy. So we're gonna go back. So yeah, Rod Strickland. Yeah, I think it said Rod Strickland. Damn, I want to go back to how many points these niggas had. B. Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson had 10,000 assists in high school, yo. 10,000 assists, 12,000 points. These niggas was getting busy. I ain't know Ben Gordon. Wow, Ben Gordon went to Ben Gordon from Mount Vernon. I ain't know Ben Gordon was from Mount Vernon. He went to high school in Mount Vernon. He had 11,000 points in high school. Wow. Now that's got me want to go back to the top piece. Yo, all right. So how many points y'all think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had in high school, B? Yeah, I ain't know Ben was from Mount Vernon, B. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yo, freaking nah. Yo, son, guess how many points Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had in high school, bro? Guess how many points this nigga had in high school, B? This nigga Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had 38,000 points in high school, bro. 38,387 points in high school, bro. That nigga the GOAT, B. That nigga the GOAT. And he was 55% from the field. He had 3,100 blocks. What? This nigga was the GOAT, B. Yo. I'ma scroll down. Ain't nobody had more points. Only person who was even touching him, no Diddy. No, nigga, nah. That's high school. This high school, Joe. Who attended, this is high school. Hold up, B. This is high school, yo. This is high school. Go to the link. Nah. Word? Hold up. I'm capping? Hold up. I'm capping? You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. 38,000 does take 20 years. You're right. I ain't even gonna hold you. So what the hell? Okay, I get it. The math is mathing now. All right, so when y'all go to the link, it says what high school they went to, but then to the right of that, it says how many years they was in the NBA. So he was in the league for 20 years. Whole fact. Good looking, Lo. Appreciate you, King. All right, so yeah, so let's get back to the script, right? So yeah, LeBron passed him. So yeah, LeBron did pass him. But somebody almost had Julius Erving had 30,000. No, I ain't know Julius Erving had 30,000 points in the league. That's crazy. Julius Erving was that guy. All right, so Danny Green, he went to St. Mary's. Danny Green, that name sounds familiar. I think that's the light-skinned dude who, yeah, Danny Green. Yeah. He went to St. Mary's, Manhasset. Low probably know about him. Who else we got on here? I'm still shocked at Ben Gordon. I didn't know Ben Gordon went to Mount Vernon. That's crazy. Who else we got on here? Steph. How many points Steph scored in the NBA? Steph cost 16,000 in the NBA. 6,000 assists, 6,400 assists. Let's see. Shout out to everybody. What else? Who else on here? John Sally. John Sally went to Canarsie. Wow. I ain't know John Sally went to high school in Brooklyn. That's crazy. Kenny Satterfield went to Rice. Who this dude? These niggas almost got a picture of him. Kenny Satterfield went to Rice. I wonder if y'all know who that is. Kenny Saddy. Pat Riley. Pat Riley went to Linton. Wow. In Schenectady. That's crazy. I didn't know Pat Riley went to school. Kenny Satterfield is my era. Oh, he went to Rice? But yo, I ain't know Pat Riley went to high school in New York. That's crazy. Shamgar went to LaSalle. Oh, so he only played 1 year in the league. Okay. Shamgar only played 1 year in the league. Who else? Wow, we can do this all day. This is crazy. Turn this joint on. Who else we got in? Rod Strickland. So Rod Strickland went to Truman. High School in the Bronx. It must have been crazy up there. I heard it was crazy up there in Truman, kid. Shout out to the Bronx, yo. Shout out to the Bronx, B. Bronx Bombers. Wow, okay. All right, so that was it. That's it. Wow. Fordham Preparatory High School, Kyle Flipperwski, Menacing Valley. Shout out to all of the schools. Shout out to the New York City school system, bro. Like the Catholic schools, the public schools, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, yo. I don't know what the school system is like now when it comes to like basketball and all of that. But I went to an AAU game. Lamar Odom, he went to Redemption Christian Academy. So Lamar went to school, it looks like upstate. Up there by Albany. Because it says Troy. So Chris Mullen, he went to Xavier. I don't know how to pronounce Xavier in Brooklyn. Olden Polanese. I remember Olden Polanese. He went to All Hallows. He lived in Word? I didn't know he lived in Polo. I did not know dude lived in Polo Grounds, B. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I want to go to this interview that my boy said. Go back to that. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about Jim. Jim was talking about some stuff. Wow, that's crazy.
Trauma was just pretty much good time.
And it's crazy because a lot of those players that we just spoke about just now, a lot of those players was around during like was in high school during the crack era. You know what I'm saying? So props to those dudes who was able to make it through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like to persevere and just get through those hard times and going to school, stepping over crack vials and being tempted to work, work for drug dealers. And I know some of them probably did. I don't know if they sold drugs while they was in high school to buy sneakers or to whatever, but they was able to get through the hard times and still be successful, and put that behind them. But let's get back to this interview, low key.
times.
Jim
There was a lot of
Jones,
things going
we
around,
talk
but
about some stuff.
we always found some joy inside of the ghetto, inside of the hood. We always figured out something fun to do coming up.
Okay. Now, growing up, did you ever get in trouble? You know what I'm saying? Did you get kicked out of school or anything like that?
I got in all types of trouble. I got kicked out of Catholic school. As a senior, me and Zeke actually got kicked out on the same day, out of Cardinal Hayes.
Can you talk about what happened?
Just being too bad. Me and Zeke
I don't know
was
why.
doing everything
Hold
under
up.
the sun in high school.
So I thought Jim Jones and Zeke went to Rice. He just said Cardinal Hayes. So maybe they got kicked out of Cardinal Hayes and went to Rice, vice versa. But I don't know. I don't know.
Roughing kids up to
I thought he went
credit
to
card
Rice.
schemes, to selling all type of fruits, snacks, anything you can imagine. High school was our little racket, and we did so much that they couldn't put their finger on. It was a bit too much for them at the end, and it was like we can't take it no more. We was good at what we did. Total opposite of what these kids are doing now. Seems like everything they do, they put on the gram for everybody else to see. But I knew that the object of doing anything was to get away with it if it was illegal.
Yeah, they do be putting everything on the internet nowadays, man. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say you went to Catholic school?
Yeah, for all my life.
I wouldn't have never expected that.
Yeah, I went to private kindergarten, then from first grade to 12th grade, I was at Catholic school. Went to St. Anne's, that was in Harlem, and then Cardinal Hayes was in the South Bronx.
I mean, going to Catholic school, was it strict? Because, I went to Catholic school.
I guess he didn't go to Rice.
Second grade, and it was horrible.
Well, for most people, probably would say it was strict, but I always figured out ways to bend the rules. Ferris Bueller was my favorite movie, so that was about my era. I thought I was a young Ferris Bueller when I was in school. You couldn't tell me I wasn't. I was pulling on some Ferris Bueller's type shit, though. Word.
Okay, now, you get kicked out of high school.
I don't rap till later and late.
We gotta speed this up.
Either or.
Okay, I mean,
I understand what's going on and the plight of everything that's going on, and people want to know that.
Yeah, man. Catholic school was a joint, B. Like, I went to Catholic school for a year. Not even a year. It was like a few months, man. Shout out to Melrose Catholic School. That was in the Bronx. And I went there for a few months. I went there because I wanted to play ball. And, my parents, they was paying like $300-$400 a month for that joint. You know what I mean? And like, me personally, I didn't like going there because they didn't have a gym in the school. Like, they had us walking up the block to go to a gym. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to be going to no school. We got to walk up the block to go to a basketball court outside. Like, I didn't see the math in that. You know what I mean? So I immediately got out of that school. And part of me wish I'd have stayed because they had some bad. It was a few bad joints in there. You know what I mean? And they did have the educational departments, that they had in the school was very strict. And they, some good people came out of that school. So part of me wish I'd have stayed there because I think after I graduated from there, I probably would have went to Manhattan Center, and but I chose to go back to the Choir Academy of Harlem and, continue to travel in the world and all that other kind of stuff. Prior to going back to Choir Academy, I was at 43. I don't know if any of y'all familiar with junior high school 43. Remember, Catholic schools had the best joints in the city. Yeah, man. Yeah, we had some. It was a few bad joints in that school, bro. It was this chick named. I ain't gonna name no names, but it was a couple bad joints in there. B. I ain't even gonna hold you. Wearing them dresses to school was just crazy. But yeah. But I wanted to play ball. That was my thing, and I felt like they didn't have a basketball program that was for me. But yeah, then I went to 43. When I went to 43, like, I didn't go there to play ball. I just went there because that was like, what do you want to call it? It was I went there in the 8th grade, And that was like my zone type school or whatever. And then my brother used to go there, so I was like, "F it, I'll go to 43." And I went there, kind of was hanging with the wrong crowd or whatever the case is. I wasn't, gang banging or nothing like that. This is before we even had gangs in Harlem. But, I was just hanging with the wrong crowd a little bit, and I wanted to go back in the choir, so I went back to the choir and continued to travel the world and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you played at 43? Oh, all right. Name some of the guys that you played at 43 with, man. Because, I feel like did Mace go to 43? Did Mace and Cam go to 43? Because I know, y'all was, cool or whatever the case is. I feel like Mace went to 43. I'm not sure. For y'all who don't know what 43 is, I feel like that's Adam Clayton Junior High School. I think that's the official name of that high school. Adam Clayton Powell Junior High School. And it's on Amsterdam. Blinky Blink was there. Shout out to Blinky Blink. That's the homie. Blinky Blink was there. I didn't know did Blinky Blink play ball though? Was that a thing for him? Harlem, we got a lot of history in Harlem, man. We got a lot of history in Harlem. A lot of people don't be knowing. Oh, so Blink ain't play ball. Okay. And I don't think Mace, I don't know if Mace went. I wonder what junior high school Mace went to though. I wonder what junior high school Mace. What junior high school him and Ken? Because you have 43, then you had 195. Those was like the two most popular junior high schools in Harlem back in the days. So Mace went to 43 then. Those was pretty much the most. They was quiet. Oh, okay. Because I remember back when I was junior high school, you had the loud dudes in the high school was like, you had that. He wasn't loud, but he was running around a lot. My boy Roy, my boy Earl. Shout out to Michael Bruno, rest in peace. 43 versus 195. Yeah, it was 43 versus 195 all day. I remember your cousin Man. I feel like Man went to 195. I'm not sure. But Man, he's from Harlem, y'all. This dude used to ball. I remember he used to ball back in the days. This nigga handle was crazy, yo. This nigga, it was his handle was crazy, and there was a dude from Harlem named Kev from Polo Grounds Building 1. And I think Kev, I feel like Kev went to 195. He went to 195. Oh man, DC's went to 195 too? I ain't know that. That's crazy. So Kev, I think, went to 195. And his cousin Jamel from Building 1, he went to 43. 40, yeah, and Mel went to 40. These is all dudes that low-key could have went to the league, but they got caught up in the streets, man. Mel went to 40, yeah. So when I went to 43, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really know nobody like that. So as soon as I got there, Mel, you know what I'm saying, he was holding me down. And my boy Tiny, rest in peace, Jeremy was holding me down too. So it was love. And my boy Jamel, J Lord, he was holding me down too. So Mel had a handle, bro. These dudes had game, yo. Chauncey. Yeah. Chauncey. I forgot about Chauncey. Chauncey was nasty, B. Hold up. You mean Chamunch or Chauncey? No. Oh, Chauncey was Chamunch's older brother. Chauncey was Chamunch's older brother. Chauncey was nasty. Yeah. Chauncey had game, B. I remember, dude. What school did Chauncey go to, though? Did he go to 43? Did Chauncey go to 43? Because Chauncey it was Chauncey. Who else from Polo had game? I think Polo Grounds, I think between Polo Grounds and Colonials, we had the best ballers out of Harlem, B. Hands down, bro. We had Mashburn from Colonials. We had Mashburn from Colonials. I think that said it all. That said it all, B. My boy Hassani. Sani was nice. Shout out to my boy Dave. I think his name was Dave Seals or something like that. Young cat. He's a little younger than me. He was nasty. Dave was nasty. I beat him once in ball at Rucker, and we played in the nighttime. Young Dave, yeah, I beat Young Dave. I beat Young Dave one time, and we played at Rucker. It was late night, so this is when I was my jump shot was crazy. My jump shot's still crazy, but he I think he underestimated me because I wasn't outside like that, but I was outside. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jamara. Jamara was nice too, but he was I think he was too involved with the streets. Like certain dudes from Harlem, you know what I'm saying? They was involved too much in the streets, so that kind of either got them locked up or like just got them in bad situations. You know what I'm saying? Young Dave is one of those dudes. Young Dave, if he would have stayed away from certain people, you know what I'm saying? He definitely would have went to the league, yo. He definitely would have went to the league. A lot of us could have went to the league if we just would have like focused. Yeah, Jay Monster was nice. Jay had game. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them dudes had game, but they got caught up in the streets with either selling drugs or gang banging or just, just family stuff. Like it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but what I do know is that like for a lot of us, even if we didn't make it to the league, we still had that discipline that kept us grounded. You know what I'm saying, to be successful in general. So that's important. Like, you know what I mean? But I think Harlem, I think 55th, Colonials and Polo Ground, I think we breeded the best ballers, yo. For real. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you. I give props to Mason Cam, Sham God, Kareem Reed. Now was Kareem Reed from the Bronx? I always thought he was from Harlem. That's crazy. I always thought that dude was from Harlem because he used to play at Rucker. So I used to always think he played. I used to always think that he was from Harlem because he played at Rucker. That's crazy. Make sure my joint is paid up. Where's this joint at? Parking. Where is this parking at? I'm always trying to find this parking at. All right, cool. Yeah, man, a lot of cats from Harlem, man. Like we had some real ballers, B. We had some real ballers. Shout out to my boy Low. You know what I'm saying? My boy Low, he went to All Hollows. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, a lot of us, man. Hassani, Chamunch, um, um, Ali Mo, yeah. Rest in peace, Ali Mo. He was nasty too. He was from Lennox. He was from over there on 40th, from Big L block. Big L was on 39th, and you had Ali Mo. Rest in peace to Big L. You had Ali Mo from 40th, 40 Wolves. Yeah, B. Yeah, for all y'all who don't know, I'm on campus right now. I just got out of class. I had an advertising class today, and so pretty much every Monday you can count that I'm gonna be on here on live for about an hour or two. Some days I'll probably invite some of my classmates or whatever. But yeah, I'm in one of the classrooms right now. Getting busy, right? I'm gonna be doing supposed to be doing a radio show here too. So get ready for that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to see that through YouTube, but you can hear it also on the different platforms that Lehman has for the radio show or whatever. But yeah, man, Harlem, we did it big, man, when it come to basketball, yo. Like AAU, they got some good young boys coming out of Harlem too. Harlem, Bronx, you know. Um, yeah. I ain't know, man, DC's went to 195. Oh, a second. Yeah. Shout out to Ali Mo, man. That was that guy. That was that guy. Rucker Park, yo, Rucker, I don't know if Rucker will ever be the same, yo. You know what I'm saying? To how it was back in the days. Like, I mean, I haven't been there lately, so I don't know if it's the same since how it was back in the days. I wasn't there last year. But back in the days, Rucker was the place to be, yo. 155th, 8th Ave was the place to be back in the days. Summertime, like you had to be fly. And I ain't even gonna say like the out of towners, you know what I'm saying? IS10, yeah. IS10 was there. They was big too. I forgot. That was another mean school. I ain't even gonna hold you. IS10 was crazy. That was another school. Another junior high school. Yeah, it was 43, 195, IS10. And then later on came like Frederick Douglass and like what was the name of that school downtown? I think it was called. It started with a W. Watley. That was the next phase of Harlem. Yeah. Shout out to the programs though. Before we get into the Rucker segment, like shout out to the programs that was in Harlem too, like Millbank, where you can go there and play basketball. Where else could you go and play basketball and stuff like that? I feel like it was the Kennedy Center. You can go play ball over there, 135th. Um, yeah, people used to play. We used to play ball in Lincoln Projects. My East Side people, you know what I'm saying? Just got to shout out to the East Side. You know, I used to go over there and play in Lincoln sometimes. Shout out to St. Nicholas Projects. We used to go ball. IS-10 was like I never went to IS-10, but word that shit was like I ain't know that was like jail. That's crazy. LaGuardia House was a junior high school. What was that at? But yeah, shout out to yeah, I used to play ball in Lincoln. I used to play ball in St. Nick. I even played ball on the hill. Or 150, I think it's 150th. I played ball a couple times up there. Shout out to 150th in Bradhurst. Oh, so LaGuardia House was a place to play ball. Oh, okay. But yeah, so Rucker, man, I don't know if Rucker will owe any. Yo, Rucker used to be the joint, B. Like, we used to be out there, man, white t-shirts, whatever, gear, whatever. Baddest chicks from out of town would be up there. Like, a lot of the times, we wouldn't even go for the games. We just go to stand outside and just bag chicks. You know what I'm saying? And like, the going from 155th all the way down to like 145th, 125th would be packed. People would just be walking up and down. You know, oh, you talking about Menacing. People balled in Menacing too. Menacing was it. Shout out to Menacing. People used to ball there, and they used to have the parties. The parties in Menacing used to be crazy back in. I probably went to like one Menacing party, to be honest with you. I probably went to like one Menacing party. I'm not gonna hold you. But Menacing had it though. Menacing, that shout out to the Feathermen. They had the fraternity over there. You know what I'm saying, for the youth and all of that. Yeah. Then the high schools in Harlem. The high schools in Harlem, you had like Rice, we said earlier. And Manhattan Center was another high school in Harlem. Of course, Manhattan Center, Mace went there, Cam went there, Dame Dash went there, Mikhail Pfeiffer went there. Yeah, those like as far as celebrities, yeah. Like some good dudes went there, B. I can't think of another high school I was in. Oh, A. Philip Randolph. A. Philip Randolph is in Harlem. You know, um, I had a shorty that went to A. Philip Randolph. She was from Queens. I think Randolph had all the shorties. If when it came to shorties, I think A. Philip Randolph they had the most joints. B. I'm not gonna hold you. Manhattan Center had it too, but I think A. Philip Randolph they had the baddies, yo. I don't know why. I mean, because the train wise, you had the 1 and 9 was right there on the hill. So unless they got off the A train on 145th and then just walked over or something like that, I don't know. But I don't know. A. Philip Randolph had it. A. Philip Randolph had it. B. Real for real. Um, Sheesh, it's crazy. Growing up in Harlem was crazy. Like we had a lot of access, a lot of access, because it wasn't like bad. You know what I'm saying? Unless you went through certain blocks, you know, then you had an issue, then you had a problem. But as long as you stayed out the way, you was good money. Thing about Harlem, you had to like be busy. You had to be doing something. If you wasn't busy like playing ball or like in some type of program or whatever, that's how you just got caught up with the wrong crowd and was just doing wild shit and end up going to jail, doing time, and just becoming a menace. Real talk. Word. Um, but yeah, man, from Rucker to like just being able to see the Grant's Tomb. Grant's Tomb used to be crazy in Harlem. Back in the days, we used to go from Rucker to Grant's Tomb. That's what it was. Rucker to Grant's Tomb. Yeah, we never even went to Grant. I never been to Grant's Tomb, to be honest with you, because I'm from uptown. So we would do Rucker, and the furthest we'll probably go down is like 145th. And we would chill right there by Willie's Burgers. Right there by Willie's Burgers. And we would chill right there. And it would be like a mailbox right by Popeyes. And we would just sit on the mailbox. Like, we would take turns sitting on the mailbox. Shout out to my crew that used to be out there with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, Grant's Tomb Wednesday nights, exactly. And yeah, I used to see my boy Low out there, Future, he used to be out there. Him, I used to look up to them dudes too, like, cause I was, they had a few years on me or whatever. So when I was a younger cat, I used to see him. I used to see him, Andre Thompson, and a couple other dudes. These dudes would be out there with bald heads, and well, Low had the ball lead in, and it was some. I think somebody else had a ball lead in too, but whatever. But they had the white T-shirts on, uh, blue jeans or whatever, with Timbs or Air Force Ones, and just I was like, Dad, yo, that's the uniform. So when I was able to go outside by myself, that's what I was rocking. White T-shirts, Timbs, white tees, and all that. I think that shit started in Harlem. I think, yeah, that was the uniform. That was the uniform. White T-shirts, blue jeans, Yankee fitted, blue and white Yankee fitted. You either had Timbs or Air Force Ones, and that was it. And Jay-Z jacked it, man. Jay-Z jacked the Harlem uniform. That's where it started in the early 90s. Yup. Like 94. I graduated high school in 97. So I started seeing them dudes and like rock and stuff like that, like in 95, 94, 95. I came to stop by because going to a bath. Okay, cool. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. And yes, we are talking basketball today. We are talking basketball. Um, and the culture, Harlem culture. But yeah, man, and then it leaked down south, and you saw like Cash Money millionaires wearing white T-shirts and stuff like that. But he definitely jacked New York, Harlem's. He jacked our clothing style, the era that we was rocking all of that. But yeah, man, Grant's Tomb. Yeah, I used to always see those dudes. I used to always see those dudes chilling down there, man. You know, right over there by M and G's. They used to always be down there by M and G's and some sneaker store that used to be down there, over there towards Grant and Manhattanville and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah. So later on, then it would be like, when I graduated from high school in '97, then it would be like me, my boy Vito Gotti, um, Ja, Sasa, Born, Reggie. Yeah, it was a few of us. Then we started rolling. That was like the next era. And we used to roll like 10, 15 deep in Harlem. Yeah, it would be you, yeah, yeah, yup. And the boy Goldie. Your boy Goldie. Yeah, man. Yeah, I heard y'all dudes was wilding down south, man. Your boy Biggs, Corey, he told me some stories. He said y'all had that joint on smash, B. He said y'all had that joint on smash. But it's something like, how Harlem, like, we stand out like a sore thumb. You know what I'm saying? Because like my boy C, like, he told me, like, he ain't know Low and them before he went to college in the Carolina down south. He met them dudes. He met Low and them on campus, and the way he met them or ran into them was because what they had on. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, Corey, see, he had on, the Tim's cargo pants and all that shit or whatever. And Lowe had the same uniform. He had the uniform on too. So in his head, no diddy, he like, yo, you from Harlem? He said, yeah, I'm from Harlem. So Harlem dudes, we stick out. Like, we wear the certain shit that we wear. People, oh yeah, you got it. You got to be from Harlem. And the way we are, when we from out of town, Harlem stick together. When we from out of town. In Harlem, yeah, niggas be moving different or whatever the case is, unfortunately. But like when we see each other out of town, it's like, yo, we stick together because we already know everybody's against us. Because we ain't gotta be no rich niggas. We can be some regular niggas and be bagging the baddest chicks for some apparent reason. I think it's our aura, the way we dress, the way we come across to women, the just, we just got a different swag. You understand what I'm saying? And like, no respect to the other boroughs, they gotta work too hard to stand out. Like, niggas be like, back in the days, niggas from Brooklyn used to have the cell phones coming out their waist. They have a whole sweater, and the whole sweater would be over their cell phone just so everybody can know they had a cell phone. Like, it was just ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? But like, we just had a swag about us that people like, and even people from out of town, like, you had the certain good niggas from out of town that they you know what I'm saying, they was drawn to us respectfully. You understand what I'm saying? But like, yeah, we stick together out of town. Out of town, Harlem, we form like Voltron. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga C. He's still in his fly shit. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? But like, and then you got the niggas from out of town that want to hate. You know what I'm saying? They want to hate, like I said, because we bag chicks, we do this, we get money. You know what I'm saying? And then we stay low. We get low. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you get into fights because of that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be jealous and shit. Niggas want to set you up. But that's how they met. That's how they met down south, because they was both from Harlem. They was all from Harlem. And shout out to Andre Thompson. He went to their school too. You know what I'm saying? So they all was connected, and they formed like Voltron, and they was able to maneuver through the school. You know what I'm saying? Get through situations or whatever the case is, and and still be a brotherhood to this day. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's honorable when you're able to be in a situation where you can still have a brotherhood to this day. You feel me? And you see a lot of that in Harlem. You definitely see a lot of that in Harlem. Whether you met in school, whether you met from the neighborhood, or whatever the case is. And you see it in the music industry. Look at Mason Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see too many ninjas like in the music industry that's successful that, you know what I'm saying, like they put each other on, you know what I mean, and they both successful on the same level. Like you see how Mason can, like, no disrespect to Jay-Z, you understand what I'm saying, but Jay-Z, he's like the top dog, and he's up, he's on the top of the mountain by himself. You understand what I'm saying? And then you got like Memphis Bleak and Tatash and all of them. Like that's how they move. I get it. It's cool. Ain't nobody nothing against them dudes. Nothing against Hove. You see what I'm saying? But I respect even more how Mason Cam moving. Like it's not a situation where it's just Cam and then Mace is below him, or it's Mace and then Cam below him. I respect how they moving with their projects. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and even they bringing on people who they grew up with. The homie White Bread. You know what I mean? He from Harlem, BBO. Like they slowly like bringing people under their in the it is what it is system to be successful and to be great. And you got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. You know, and even through all the differences they had, like that shit is honorable, man. That shit is honorable. Word up, man. So White Bread went to 43. Wow. Wow. Yeah, man. I ran into White Bread some years ago. He had like the Mace Tour shirt on. It's like a long sleeve t-shirt or something. I don't know. And me and him chopped it up, and we exchanged information. And then I saw him again, and then we just we exchanged information. And I think he's a dean now at a school in Harlem, and he's a dean. My brother, what's this guy's name? I forget this guy's name. It's another dude from Harlem. He has the I forget his name, but he's really cool with Mace and Cam too. He's also a dean in Harlem. I can't believe I forget this guy's name, but he went to Manhattan Center with them, and they're both are deans in Harlem, and you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. You make good. Deans are making good money now in general. You know, so you can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe getting this dude name. Tom Tom Green. How can I forget this guy's name? So Tom Green, that's another one. He's from Harlem. He's from 33rd Mace's Block, or what have you, or 30th Street, one of them streets, but from 8th Ave. He's a dean also in Harlem, a school in Harlem, I believe. And these are all dudes that, like my brother went to Manhattan Center, so I was able to be introduced to a lot of those cats through my brother. You know what I mean? And these guys are like big brothers, man. You know what I'm saying to me? You know? After I graduate from here, from Lehman in May, I'm gonna be applying to be a dean at some of these high schools. You know what I'm saying? Either in Harlem or it gotta be Harlem. I'm not working at no school in the Bronx, respectfully. Um, or I wouldn't mind working at a school in Jersey, being a dean in Jersey. Either it had to be at least Harlem. It got to be either Harlem, Jersey, or yeah. But I don't know. It depends what the money's talking, the money looking like. You know what I'm saying? But those are good transitions. Those are good transitional jobs to have. But yeah, man, like Harlem, we set the trends. Like we set the trends for a lot. Be fashion, music, you know, um, a lot, and it's okay. It is what it is. Like it is what it is. You know. So yeah, man, we here in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm busy here. You know, expanding the brand. I met some new people here on campus that's gonna be helping with the brand. I'm gonna have got some of the young dudes that's gonna be helping whether it's technical or personality or whatever the case is. Um, and we gonna like the first guest I'm gonna have on my show. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say who it is, but you know, um, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. You know what I mean? And we just gonna take it off, man. We gonna take it off. We gonna it's only up. It's only up from here. You know, the vision is coming to fruition. You know what I mean? And it's you know, it's gonna be right. It's gonna be right. But I'm all about grassroots, man. I'm all about grassroots. I'm all about foundation. I'm all about education, being able to educate yourself on whatever you're doing as much as you can. I'm all about investing. You gotta invest in yourself. You gotta use your own money. You know what I'm saying? And I pay for school. Like I pay out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful to have a good job. You know what I mean? Moreover, I pay out of pocket. Yeah, I'm gonna get reimbursed through my union, but I don't get that until the end of the year. But I pay out of pocket. You feel me? And that's part of my investment. That's part of my investment towards building this brand, building this platform. You know what I'm saying? Um, I want y'all to go follow. If y'all don't follow my artist Cole Ice. He's on Instagram. Go check him out. He's from Harlem, from Colonials. Um, Make sure you go follow him. I think it's let me get the exact whatchamacallit. So it's Co underscore Ice underscore CO underscore Ice underscore. Also go follow. He's gonna be doing. I'm putting some stuff together. Make sure you go follow Paper Over. He's also from Harlem too. Young, not young rapper, but he's up and coming or whatever the case is. And you know what I mean? Like, these just dudes trying to do their thing. I respect their grind. I'm putting, my sprinkle seasoning to it. There are two abandoned schools on Elmwood. Imagine that being a school for arts and science. Yeah, it's crazy you say that. I went to one of those schools. I think it's called Washington School. Um, One of those schools is called Washington School. I went there when we used to live in Jersey back in the day. So when I moved from Queens, we moved to Jersey for like about a good year and a half. And we lived in East Orange on South Harrison Street. And I think I told the story before, but my father went to go pay his rent. He got robbed. And then we left Jersey and moved to Harlem. But now we back in Jersey. We moved back to Jersey in '03, '04, I think it was. But back in the early 80s or the mid 80s, whatever you want to call it, yes, I went to a school called Washington School. I think that's the school you're talking about. That school is abandoned. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Um, and then you also got Vernon L. Davis, VLD. That's another school that's in East Orange that's abandoned too. There's a lot of property in New Jersey that needs to be um, like just construction, renovated, all of that. It just needs to happen, yo. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's a lot of abandoned buildings in Jersey, a lot of abandoned schools. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, it's all about investing, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's it would be definitely a good situation if it was a school for arts and science there. Like, and kids need that. Whether it's a school for arts and science or whether it's like a facility for like mental health and sports sports management or something like that, where kids can come, they can work out, they can play ball, they could get counseling, like something like that. Like even if it's not a school, you know, like if they had that in Jersey, like that'd be. What's good, Darlene? How you doing, sister? How's everything? Where you from, Darlene? And thanks for jumping on the live just now. If you listen, my bad. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button, hit the like button, and share it to your friends and family. Most definitely. We're having a good conversation on the live today. We went from We went from the Grammys to Jim Jones to high school basketball in New York City to the culture in Harlem, fashion, music. Now we're talking about edu. I just subscribed. I'm from. Oh, okay. So shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly. Philly's in the building. I love Philly, man. Philly, y'all got the best cheesesteaks in the world, for real. Um, I went out there about a few months ago, and I went to I forget the name of a market. I think it's called Liberty Market or something like that. But there's a market out there that you can go to, and they have like all these different vendors in there, and you go there, and I went to this cheesesteak spot in there, and that joint was off the meat rack, off the meat rack, off the meat rack. And I went to another vendor where they sell like it's called Bumblebee Wax. How about them Eagles? Yes, so the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Who are they playing, by the way? Oh, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes. So that's going to be a good game. I'm definitely looking forward to watching that game. And yes, I will be talking about that game on Monday. Monday, make sure you jump on the live around 2 o'clock. Monday, I will be discussing the Super Bowl, the ads, and all of that. All right. And I hope the Eagles win. I'm going with the Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles. That's the closest team. That's the closest team to Philly. I mean, to New York. You know what I'm saying? If they was playing Buffalo, if Buffalo Bills was in it, I would have had to go with Buffalo. I'm sorry. But I'm going with the Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles. Um, I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win. If Kansas City win, oh my God, that's 3 times in a row. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Darlene, make sure you share the page. Make sure you share the page to your friends and family. And go follow my media page too, Darlene. It's Big Picture Media Harlem. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now so you can go follow my page, my media page. I post a lot of you know, put it in the chat right now. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. Have a lot of posts on there, reference to media, relationships, everything. You know what I mean? Good content, very good content, very good content. Yeah, yeah, that's my media page right there, 13,000 and up, moving up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, we gonna see what's up with those Eagles, man. I know Gilly the Kid, man. He's going crazy this whole week. You know what I'm saying? I know he going crazy. And if they win, oh man, he's gonna be ecstatic. He's gonna be ecstatic. But yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like we taking the brand to the next level. We taking the brand to the next level. I like when you guys bring up topics on the live because it gives us a chance to talk about different things that might be on your mind, whether it's mental health, whether it's sports, whether it's culture. I actually like Philly. When I went to Philly, and it's only an hour from where I'm at, to be honest with you. Like I live in Jersey, it's about a good hour and 20 minutes or whatever. And I think Philly is cool. I think Philly is cool. Hold on. I gotta add something to my okay, 213730. 1 second, y'all. 213730. I think Philly is if you live in Jersey. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And just look out for we got more to come. More to come with the channel. For real. You know what I'm saying? Got some good guests that I'm gonna be interviewing. Um, some great topics we're gonna be talking about. And just stay tuned, man. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified when when I go live. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man, make sure y'all send y'all topics in. You know, you can send them to my media page. You can send them to my media page. You can email me, and that way we can discuss these different topics that come across your mind. And once again, shout out to Beyonce for winning album of the year last night. I think that was major for that was big for the culture, man. Especially it's the start of Black History Month. Like it was so big, man. It was so big, yo. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm happy for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for her because, she gets a lot of flack, you know what I'm saying? People are very hard on that girl, you know what I mean? And she works hard, man. I don't know if y'all saw the Beyonce documentary where she was like it was pretty much behind the scenes of her touring, the tour that she did. And that woman she puts her she be grinding, man. She be grinding, bro. Like I respect a woman who puts so much effort into her grind, into her brand, and then you see the outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? You see the results in her product. You know what I mean? And and Jay Z being her partner, her other half, it just complements everything that she wants to be or everything that she is. You feel me? So like her winning last night was major. I love the support system that she has, even from the other musicians. And I think, I forget the artist that made the statement last night when she got the award, but I think it's very important that these record labels that they start creating some type of health plan for these artists that are making them all of this money. You know what I'm saying? Yes, best Grammys. Yeah, that was the best. That was the best Grammys I've seen in a long time, yo. Like now, the black culture is gonna embrace country music. Like I don't know where country music is like in the music industry. Like if people are exposed to it or how much money it generates, but they still have a place in the Grammys, right? They still have a segment in the Grammys, right? Which is which says a lot, right? Like there's no R&B segment or award in the Grammys. Like whoever won R&B record of the year, like we didn't see that. It wasn't televised. I think that was on YouTube or something like that. And it's crazy because it's like, why isn't I think R&B plays a big role in the music industry, whether it's the past, present, whatever. Like why isn't the R&B music televised? Why isn't the gospel category televised? Like y'all got the money, you understand what I'm saying? So I think that that's something that and I think that's a question I'm going to ask Rico Love. I don't know if I interviewed Rico Love a couple years back, and I'm going to do a part two of that really soon, God's willing. But he's on the board of the academies of the Grammys, and I know he just got on the board in 2022. But I think that's a question I'm going to ask him when I interview him again, because I think categories like that should be televised. Moreover, Beyonce winning, it was a whiteout yesterday at the Grammys. Must have been you mean a black? I'm thinking you mean blackout, but I never heard of a whiteout. I don't know what that means. But I think there should be, there should be segments for that. But Beyonce, like, that got me, yo, no bull. Like, I think I heard that Beyonce album once, Coach Carter, Cowboy Carter once. I'm gonna play that album in the car, and I'm also gonna play that Diochi album, like in the car, because albums like that, they have the albums like that who actually win awards in the Grammys. If you do your research, the production, the production from those albums are top tier. I'm all about production. Um, I'm all about the core of a project. Like, what is the core of it? Meaning, who's producing it, who's playing the piano, who's playing the strings, things like that. So I'm looking forward to listening to that album again. And as you, I don't know if you noticed, but whenever somebody wins an award like that, their streams always go up. Their music streams always go up. So, of course, Cowboy Carter, those streams are gonna go up. Um, the Ochi streams are gonna go up. You know, and look at the numbers. Do the research yourself. Look at her numbers right now, and then look at her numbers even after. Well, she's not performing at the Super Bowl, but look at the numbers for Kendrick Lamar. His numbers are gonna go up after the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, last night was very cultural, very diverse. Yoshi being the third woman to win Rap Album of the Year, like, it's crazy. You know, Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, and then her. That was iconic. Another black moment. Another black moment. You know, another history moment made last night. You know what I mean? What else? What else last night? Let me click that off. Yeah. What else last night? Yeah, but when Kendrick Lamar got on stage and everybody said A minor, that was crazy. Shandell Inf did a joint with that Black Country guy. Oh, I thought he was gonna win. I thought that Black Country dude was gonna win last night, low key, and that was crazy. That was crazy. But shout out to Infrared. Infrared, you know, he's from Harlem. He started off freestyling or whatever from Polo Grounds. Then he got signed with Rough Riders. He wrote Knock Yourself Out for Jada Kiss. He also wrote Not Lean Back, All the Way Up. He wrote All the Way Up for Fat Joe. Remy Ma, he wrote that hook. Yeah. Shout out to Infrared, man. This dude he's an awesome writer. He's an awesome writer, awesome producer, and I'm looking forward to seeing more music, you know, from him. You know, I would love to interview him actually to see, you know, where he's at right now in the music industry and what he has coming up, you know. So, Lo, if you can, reach out to him, tell him to hit me up, and I could definitely, we can definitely make something happen, you know. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, you know. But yeah, man, last night was iconic, man. It felt like the BET Awards last night, man. No cap, yo. Like Grammys really felt like the BET Awards. You know what I'm saying? It was good seeing Jay-Z there, Blue Ivy, Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys. Like, that shit was real, B. Like, I felt that shit last night, man. I felt it last night. I knew B was going to take it because of Jay-Z called out. Yeah, I had a feeling she was going to win, too. Because I'm all about momentum. Like, she had a lot of momentum behind that project she did. And the people that was against her in that category, I was like, there's no way possible they're going to win. I was like, there's no way possible. Like, it might have not been the best country album that we've heard, but if it was, as far as country music is concerned, like, she did that. Like, she still sang on it. You know what I mean? And she had some very good tunes on it. Catchy music. You know what I mean? Album of the year too. Like, you gotta give props to her team. Rock Nation, like, they sweating blood over there, man. Like, them dudes, they over there fighting cases. They over there putting music out. Like, I think they, if I'm not correct, I think they managing Alicia Keys, cause she was giving props to Rock Nation last night. You understand what I'm saying? With that whole Broadway situation she got going on. You know what I'm saying? So they out there fighting legal battles, freaking, you know, now ASAP, he's going through legal battles right now. You know, he's in court right now. I don't know what's gonna happen with him. You know what I mean? But I think with that situation with ASAP, I think his pride is on the line right now. You feel me? Because whatever dude that's trying to say that he shot him or whatever the case is, like, if ASAP would have if he would have took the plea and took the 180 days, that dude would have tried. He would have went to civil court, right? And he'd have sued ASAP and probably won, because that's just what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, ASAP was like, nah, that shit was personal. That whatever's going on with that, that's personal. That's personal right there. You know what I mean? And ASAP Rocky is like on some like, nah, I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do it, so I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. You know what I mean? I'm not paying you no civil case money or whatever the case is. Like, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So this is right now. He's fighting. But back to the Grammys though. Like, Grammys was fire. Grammys was fire. I'm looking forward to seeing Kendrick Lamar perform at the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna do no overtime that day, so I'm gonna make sure I'm home chilling. I'm gonna have me some buffalo wings, some you know what I mean, some lemon water. You know what I mean? Maybe a little some good pizza or something. But and then we gonna watch those ads. Make sure y'all watch the ads, because we gonna talk about those ads the next day on my live. We gonna chop it up. You know what I mean? Real talk, real talk. But you know what I'm saying? Grammy's awesome. Kanye got the Bully album about to drop. You know what I'm saying? That Bully album's gonna be fire. Kanye, I think Kanye is neck and neck with Dr. Dre right now as far as best producer of all time. Real talk. Because I respect Dr. Dre for like maneuvering through the early 90s and to now still got his hands in projects or whatever, no Diddy. But like Kanye, man, he's constantly keeping himself relevant, yo. And I'm really digging I'm digging that energy, yo. Like, he's between I think Kanye West is really he's one of the reasons why music and hip hop is still alive, yo. Like Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West. When it comes to mixtapes and hood stuff, Jim Jones, like these are the dudes they on point with they shit, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Shout out to Philly. Gilly the Kid. You know what I'm saying? With the podcasting. Like, whether either it's between podcasting and music, that's what's keeping the culture alive. That's what drives the culture right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just wish that, you know what I'm saying, that we can also get back into fashion. Well, Yeezy, he's got the fashion shit on lock. With the movies, you know what I'm saying? Dame Dash. Like, if we can start investing more in each other, oh, I knew it was okay. If we can start investing more in each other, like supporting Dame Dash or supporting other other people in the industry who have a passion for something, like especially movies. Like, we need more black movie directors and from our era. I'm not talking about Tyler Perry. Not like the last one that we lost was Singleton. What was his name? I forgot his name. I think it's something Singleton. He died last year or something like that. And he did. I think he did Boys in the Hood or something like that. Like, that was the last of like one of the last of who we ever had. You know what I mean? I forgot who this dude's name is, but yeah, man. Like, but last night was beautiful. Last night was beautiful. I love where the culture is going right now. Um, we doing a lot. We doing a lot, man. For real, for real. But yeah, man, I'm about to jump off this joint. You know what I'm saying? Make some moves on campus real quick. Um, and do what I do best, man. But listen, I might jump on a little later. If not, you know what I mean, I'll see y'all later on during the week. You know what I mean? It's been a few days since I jumped on or whatever the case is, but we back like we never left. You know the dig? And yo, share the page to your friends and family, and stay blessed. All right, peace out.